Hello everyone and welcome back to No Man's Land or Grober Games. So last episode was kind of a big jumping around one. Hopefully it wasn't too bad for you guys to watch, but I figure it was probably easier to do it that way since those 3 months are kind of a shoot in the dark of how busy we are. As you can see, I got a load of planks loaded. So a few things happened between the last time after we caught up in March. One of the things I did is that I went and sold our subsoiler. And as you can kind of see as we're looking across the land here, I went ahead and did a bunch of plowing to get our fields etched out. Because I guess I kind of lost track of how soon we got to get our crops in. Because we're already into the first month and we need to get our corn and our soybeans planted. Because I'm going to try to stay to what we traditionally farm around our local area this year. So one of the things I did, I bought a plow instead of a subsoiler. And the reason we're taking these planks in is because we're going to invest into a roller, even though I'm still not a person sold on it personally. So the first task we're going to do is we're going to head on over here. We're going to get these planks sold. I think one of the other things we got to do is we got to get some more lime bought. I ended up using all our lime between episodes, so I ended up working like wee hours into the morning, and we're getting a way early start today. This truck's almost out of fuel, I just noticed, but I suppose we have been using it quite a bit. It is our lumber truck basically, and our fuel supplier. But we're gonna sell these planks off. Our lumber mill is still producing very well. We still got enough lumber in there to keep it busy yet, so I think this trip we're gonna end up, let's see here, $2,100 for all those planks, so that's not too bad. So I'm trying to decide if this trip we're gonna pick up all our seed and fertilizer needs. So we're gonna go with, I think I want to say those bags are better. We get what, 1,500 liters for one bag of this? And we get, I think that's what we get. The seeds, 1,000 liters. We'll see what we get. I don't know if it's cheaper. I should have paid attention to the last time we did this, to be honest with you. So actually, it's cheaper. It's a better deal for us to buy the, so I think the fertilizer might be a little cheaper this way, but the seed would be better for us to buy the big, like the normal stock big bags it's looking like. So and then we're gonna buy 8 bags of lime, because we're definitely going to go through it, I think. We might even need more, to be honest with you. So, in between the episodes, I ended up buying us an old International 5-bottom plow, or is it 6? Maybe it was 6. It's kind of bad that I don't remember. You know what? It's definitely 5. I'm willing to bet money on that right now. Definitely a 5-bottom plow. So, I bought us a 5-bottom plow. And we plowed I started plowing all the etches out in the field, and then I was gonna call it an early day. But then I realized that we actually got quite a bit going on this month since we gotta get corn in and we gotta start thinking about getting beans in. So what I've decided is, and this is what we normally do around here, is that we're gonna I'm gonna buy one more bag of lime just so we got a nice stack on here. Plus we probably will go through it and probably need it too anyways. So we're gonna end up planting corn first. So my goal is ultimately right now, I feel like I'm getting ready to push it. Yeah, I'm pushing that off the side a little bit. Oh, that should be good, right? Perfect. The ultimate goal right now is that we're gonna We're gonna buy ourselves a roller, too. But I want, back to our, sorry, I keep getting distracted. So our ultimate goal is that we're gonna at least get a bin put up this year. At least one bin. And we're gonna put our corn in it. Because I'm hoping that, oh, where's rollers? I'm losing my mind already, and we are just starting. We'll buy the bigger style roller too. We'll come back and load that up later. Hopefully we have more than enough for everything to take care of our needs for the season. And we're gonna fill the truck up while we're here. And while we're filling that up, we're gonna fill the diesel barrel up too, because I emptied that out into the International, and we've already put quite a few hours on that thing as well. And the truck is shifting on us. We should be almost full. Yep. So we got our fuel barrel filled up, so we'll be able to keep all our tractors running for the next few months. And yeah, so that's kind of the plan right now. The one thing I discovered between episodes is that drill we got, it doesn't really function like it should. And what I mean is that okay. I'm glad you guys can finally hear that. That's always startles me every time, because it usually happens when I'm working late at night, and it always catches me off guard, and I do not like it at all. So I think how we're gonna handle this situation coming up is that I might. Sorry, I lost my train of thought because that roar or whatever that's always kind of catches me off guard. So we're gonna get our corn planted first right away, and then next month we're gonna work on beans. So that should give me enough time to finish plowing the 2 bean fields, and the 2 fields that I'm planning to put beans in right now. I'm only planning to plant 2 fields in beans, and then the 2 fields from last year, we're gonna put corn in for now. Jeez, this truck is struggling. I suppose, to be fair, we do have quite a load on it. And one of the new fields, as you can see there, that's partially limed. There's a little spot in it that didn't get limed. We just barely ran out. But we're gonna do that here. Pull this over here for now. And our cattle are still doing pretty good yet. They're still good on hay, which kind of surprised me. I figured they'd be going through it a little faster. And they're 30% to having their first offspring, and they're good on water yet, so we don't have to bring the Oliver back home yet. I figure we're gonna leave that sit up at the sawmill for a while, just in case we need to drive over and cut a few trees down and pull them in to get the sawmill filled again, which I wonder. I kind of looked at this morning. Yeah, there's nothing worthwhile on there. We got at least 7,500 liters of planks already in there, so we're sitting pretty good, and we still got 3,200 liters of wood still waiting to be processed. So the sawmill is working pretty well for us. As you can see, that's our new plow there. Cost us about, it was the 6 bottom, not 5. It's $6,000, no, $8,000 for us to buy it, and we got about $5,000 for our old subsoiler when we still sold it. So we didn't lose too badly on it, and the nice thing about that plow is that it's a little bit bigger, not much than the subsoiler, but I guess the nice thing is that instead of this season having to pick all the rocks, we're just going to head out here with the roller and roll all the fields. And we're going to put the 40-20 to work this year. We're going to give the Oliver a little bit of a break. I'm hoping the 40-20 can handle that 6-row planter all right. In reality, it should. But we will find out here. We'll find out here today. Because like I said, this field here, we're going to plant corn, and those two little fields over there we're going to plant corn into. And then this massive field over here, we're going to put in beans. And that other little field over there, we'll put in beans. And we still got to finish. We got both those fields we got to finish. Oh, we got to finish plowing yet. The one up there is almost done, but we went into the wee morning hours plowing that, and you got to get some sleep instead of burning yourself out, especially since we got another month yet. And I think where we're at, we're sitting pretty decently. Get the 40-20 hooked up here and see if she can handle it. If she can't, we might bring the Oliver home to just hook it up to the planter. Because I might see about getting some help to run it for a bit. And if we do, I think we might start on the bigger field first. 360 liters. And I think we're going to end up planting all our beans this year with the 6-row planter, because it's got a little bigger width, so that way we will be able to get a little bit more done at a faster rate. And we'll be able to like make it into actual row crop beans, hopefully. Because that's when we drilled them last year, it kind of looks like they were kind of set up to be like a row crop style. But the drill is just going to be kind of there for now. Like, it's the biggest. Oh, so that's what I got distracted by. So what I found out between episodes was that drill actually doesn't no-till like it should. Like, I can turn it on and run it across the field, but it won't till and plant. It'll just fertilize the field, which we don't really need that. Oh, wow, we don't need the Oliver. The 40-20 is showing us who's boss right now on this planter. I know it's recommended 100 horsepower, but the 40-20 is like 80-ish, so I do find it kind of funny how it's leaving lime tracks in between. But that's okay. All that matters about this planter and tractor is that it works and it's functional. So I think we're gonna get the headlands done, and then we'll see if we can have someone come out for a bit and run this for us. And we're gonna try and knock out getting these last two fields fully plowed. Oop. Lifted it up a little too early. There we go. I think we'll do 3 passes. I didn't even know, just out of curiosity. I know when I was looking at the price for planks earlier, we also gotta check soybeans. I keep forgetting we got soybeans sitting on the wagon yet. I mean, we didn't get a terrible price for them, but definitely not the greatest. And let's check our soybean prices right now, because we might have to. Well, okay, we're still sitting in a good spot on soybeans yet. Yeah, they aren't quite ready to be sold. I think if we could hit at least $2,000 per 1,000 liters, I think that's when we're going to sell them off. But wow, this 40-20 is showing this planter who's boss right now. It's kind of funny how it struggles with the drill, but the 6-row planter, it's showing us how it's done. But yeah, so that's kind of what we got planned for this episode. If we got time, we're gonna try get our other 2 new fields limed, and we might have to send the 40-20 out. Well, we'll have to go pick up our roller too, because we'll have to definitely get that done today before the crops start popping up. So maybe in the meantime, well, I don't really want to unload all that lime. I think what we'll plan for the end of the day is that we'll plan for picking up the roller last, because I kind of want to keep the lime on the trailer so that way we don't have to run back and forth all the time with the lime spreader. So we're gonna get it. So the few things we're gonna do today is finish plowing out our new fields with the 5288. I'm probably just gonna call it red, because it's probably gonna be the only red tractor I'll buy for this series as of right now. Just because, like I said the last episode, I'm not really a red case person, but I figure buying at least one, something a little different to change everything up might not be a bad idea. But we're gonna finish plowing. We're gonna we're gonna get all our corn in. We're gonna, gosh, I lost my train of thought. Finish plowing, get all our corn in, try to get all the new fields limed and done, and then we gotta get out here and get this field rolled. Get at least this field rolled, so that way all the rocks are gone. And then it'll give us a little bit of a yield bonus. I don't know if it's going to be fully worth it to do the other two fields. I feel like the 5% bonus personally is kind of a moot point to me, I guess is the best way to put it. But we'll see what I decide. I think to make things quicker, we're gonna outline all these fields so that way when we decide to get someone to take over, they can just hop right in. We can just move them to each field as we need to, and that way, by the time we get done doing this, we'll probably have enough seed gone that we can refill it and then get them started fresh. So we're going to jump into the time lapse here, but that's what we got planned for today, so we'll see you guys towards the end.
construction, and I'm back to a place that I left a long time ago. Just give me a sec while I smoke this cigarette. My aching body feels better still. What do you do when you just pick up my guitar and too much on your plate when you need to escape? Everything will be better when I find a way. When people leave, do they ever think about you? What I'd say if I ever came back again. Well, I still wonder and I miss you. I know I'll ask you when I see you again, my friend. What do you do when you get the blues? Just pick up my guitar and too much on your plate when you need to escape. Everything will be better when I find a way. Oh.
All right, everyone, this is going to be a little bit of a longer episode today, but you know what? We had a lot going on. I decided we're going to start wrapping it up here. I think since we got enough time today, we're going to go roll the other fields. Like, I know before I was kind of saying, I don't feel like it's worth it just for the extra 5%, but you know what? If we got the time today, we might as well. The only thing I might do between episodes, since we're pretty much dead broke again, I might go chop down 1 or 2 trees and take them straight up to the interstate. Just give us a little bit of cushion money, just in case something would come up that we want or need. Because I think we're gonna still need some more fertilizer and seed, because we still gotta do we're gonna have to do our second round of. Ooh, I'm not used to this roller. It's kind of slow to lower. There we go. But back to what I was saying, we're probably going to need a little more seed and fertilizer, because we haven't done our second round of fertilizer yet on the two older fields for corn, and we're going to have to do that probably next month is what I'm guessing. And then we'll end up knocking all our beans out. We'll have to get those rolled. I'm hoping, I was kind of looking over there, I'm hoping that the odd slope over there that I kind of plowed into doesn't really mess with the planter or the rollers, because I know with the drill we got, if the ground's just a little bit at an awkward slope, it won't plant it. So hopefully we don't have that issue. Otherwise, we'll have to fix that next year. Yeah, I think we'll just probably maybe wait till next year to fix it, or maybe we'll fix it quick here before we get too far along. But otherwise, the only other thing I'm thinking of is that the plan for next year, I think, since that drill is having issues where we can't no-till plant with it, we might start looking at other options for drills. We could probably get something a little bit bigger, probably not too much. Ooh, let's just dial the cruise control back a little bit. Kind of flying around here. 40-20. But we'll probably look into some other options for an older drill. Since we got that 5288 now, we'd be able to get something a little bit bigger, and then it could run it itself. And then what? The only other issue with that is that it'll kind of put us in a little bit of bind if we need to do tillage. So we'll have to consider that into the factor. But if you think about it, the only thing we really would need the drill for is for grass fields, and maybe if we decide to do oats once in a while. So, because I think we're gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna like this whole rolling thing or not, because it's kind of being a little finicky right now, trying to get all these rocks buried. Come on. Don't do this to me. There it goes. Okay. So I might have to overlap a little more just to make sure I get all the rocks. But the one thing I'll tell you that I love that Giants has done is that they implemented the row crop textures. Because you want to kind of go into calf like so, it makes it easy to stick in your right roll here. But that's all we're going to have for today. If you guys enjoyed the episode today, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the video. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe to the channel. Above all else, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. And most of all, thanks for watching.